I'm Naomi Lufkin, licensed professional counselor in the state of Connecticut. I'm going to propose to you a scenario here. You're alone on a Saturday night. The telephone's not ringing. No one's coming by. You didn't make any plans. No one asked you to make plans. And you're really feeling depleted and defeated even. Does this sound like you? If it does, you may suffer from what's called learned helplessness, a term that was created by Martin Seligman back in 1967. When you are a child, there's a high chance that you suffered from some type of trauma, whether you were emotionally and verbally abused, or even physically abused, and you had absolutely no control over those situations. Fast forward to today, and you grow up as that adult who still has that victim inside you, which helps you to remain stuck and trapped. And that in itself leads to feeling pretty much depressed. I'd like to talk about two explanatory styles that we all have to help us explain certain events that take place in our lives. The first is having a pessimistic explanatory style. And I'm going to go through, there are 3 component parts to it. I'm going to give you an example of, especially right now during this pandemic, you're going to attend a hiking meetup group. You're going to wear your mask, you're going to remain socially distanced, and go out and enjoy yourself. Instead, no one approaches you during this hiking group. The first question, the first component piece of that pessimistic explanatory style is going to be, is it personal? You're going to say, yes, it was personal. They were all snobby and stood in their own little groups as they were hiking through the mountains. No one approached me. The second piece is it permanent? You're going to say, I got news for you. I'm never going on another hiking group again because of what happened here. So no, this just wasn't an isolated event. And 3, is it pervasive? Do these types of things happen in other areas of your life? And you say, you know what? They do. I have trouble getting along with my boss, and my colleagues really don't even want to go to lunch with me during the weeks. What's up with that? I will let clients know, let's try an optimistic explanatory style, and let's see if this makes sense. You're going to go through again the 3 questions. Is it personal? With an optimistic explanatory style, you're going to say, that morning of the hiking group, I had a fight with my father on the telephone. And by the time I got to that hiking group, I felt really washed up. I tended then to just kind of hang by myself. So therefore, no one really would have come up to talk to me. And is it permanent? No, it's not permanent. It's temporary. It was just a hiking meetup group whereby I was off, if you will. I wasn't being myself because of that fight. And the last question, again, is it pervasive? I would say absolutely not. I have loads of friends. I have a job I'm passionate about. I have great hobbies, and my life is pretty balanced. You can see these distinctly different explanatory styles that you can learn to adapt to in your life. The first one, the pessimistic one, what you're really doing to yourself is more like you're beating yourself up. It's no good. Everything's no good. Look at me. And then in the optimistic explanatory style, you're going like this. You're taking responsibility for what was really happening during that one event. And that's the important piece here. I would like to offer you an exercise that I love to do with my clients called Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy. It's the technique ABCD. A is the activating event, B is the belief, C is the consequence, and D is the disputing it. Let's take the example of the hiking meetup group and what happened. A, the negative activating event was no one talked to me at the hiking meetup group. And I was dismissed. Now we're going to drop down to C, the consequence. As a result of no one walking up to you and talking to you in the hiking meetup group, you felt what? You might say, I felt depressed. The next will be the belief. So as a result, what did you wind up believing about yourself? And you would answer, I believe I'm a loser. So now we're going to D. I'm going to have you dispute that belief. So I'm going to have you get up and turn to an open space, wherever you are, and think of that court of law. You're the lawyer. I want you to fight to tell that court, why aren't you a loser? What is it about you that is good? And you're going to say, no, I'm not a loser. I just had a bad experience with this hiking group. I really am curious. I love to ask people questions. I have a great job that I'm totally passionate about. And I even have hobbies that I love. And it tends to be a more well-rounded person. When life hands you lemons, you just gotta juggle them. Please give me some comments below in terms of anything that you're going to take away and do differently in your life after watching this video. I hope. And any further suggestions as far as topics in terms of these YouTube videos. It would mean the world to me. Thank you.